Welcome, Red Knight.
Good evening, guys. Good to see you. Hope you all had a fun Thorsday of it today. We're gonna get to a few adventures here with Anthrall, the Hufflepuff, Hogwarts. Great times. Look forward to that. Good Thursday. Hopefully more time for Fun Friday tomorrow. Gonna do some other stuff this morning, but got to a busy day and some other things around the neighborhood and around HBO mostly. Alright, I look forward to talk with you soon. Let's begin here with a good bit of fun for Anthrall, the Hufflepuff, and other good times. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Excited for some good times.
Welcome, Red Knight.
Go ahead and get started. Get to that micro chapter 7 tomorrow. And see other plans for the weekend. I believe I have Shakespeare audition this weekend, so I gotta be brushing up on that. I'll do a little bit of that on stream then. Prepare the speech that we've already uploaded to YouTube, so just kind of a refresher for that, because it's the type of speech, definitely the Shakespearean language. If you don't keep up with it, you don't practice it often, you tend to forget certain parts of it, certain nuances of it. So we'll practice that a few times here off stream and throughout the day on stream tomorrow. We can get to it. New face reveal category in Discord as well, part of our 3 secret text channels in Discord, so exciting for a new text channel for that. Let's look forward to a bit of Hufflepuff adventures here as we launching on up and get ready. Continue where we left off with him. Hopefully get to the Slytherin next time, a bit longer there for Skyrim and Hogwarts. Balance of such things. Gone to be just about great, just about good enough, all we need. See what that other fire and blood things and the rest, but I think that will be fine. I feel like we need a purple, not have that activity status I'm not sure. I think we'll keep it as is for now. Get some Discord Nitro or server boost down the line, perhaps. Rethink that custom status and avatar and bio and such, but for now I think it's pretty much set. We'll get those shaders away, then ready imminently. We'll be coming up here very soon. Pretty much good to go. Yeah, looking great. Great for all we need. Absolutely. It'll take but a moment. And we'll hop on back in. I think that'll be good fun. For a little while tonight, especially did not want to, break the streak. Didn't have to for streaming every day since that streamiversary, so I figured, hey, why not pop on for a little bit tonight? That will be just fine. For good excitement, good bit of fun. Pleased to see you and enjoy good times always in the Dragon's Roost. Let's switch on over. We are about ready. Ready for action, ready for fun. For a lovely time. For all things we do. And here we go. Alrighty, pretty much set. I would say. Let's take a look. Too many Teletubby TVs out there. Well, they learn there's only Twitch. No Teletubby land. Sorry, display capture was toggled, but we got it good now. Bryn, soon to continue with the evil witch, but for now, Enthrall in Arranshire. Pick it on up. Getting up there in levels, yeah, we'll recheck that level here in a second. Fun times for magnificent Thorsday, to be sure. Alrighty. We go, let us check it out bit by bit here. That Aloha Mora, nice to get other things like that. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about recently, don't want to keep forgetting my lovely gel, super cleaning gel, super clean gel that I did get a little discount after the Gladiator computer itself. $2 afford me the $5 discount for this gel. I have not used this several months. I don't think I've even used it on this keyboard. Oh, it got really soft though. This might actually be too soft to use. Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. It's just really liquidy. Yeah, I was gonna clean my keyboard with it, but I haven't really needed to clean this keyboard too much. Okay. Maybe it's just too cold for it right now. I can't imagine it being warm would be any easier, but whoops. Well, this will take a second to deal with.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Hold on. Yeah, I did not expect that to be quite so gooey and liquidy. Oh dear. Yeah, thankfully not in the middle of any multiplayer match or something busting that out, because this is absolutely hard to deal with. Oh man. I think, yeah, we let it expire or something at this point. It doesn't say to warn. Let's replace your super clean. Check if you need to replace your super clean. Compare the color. New and maximum cleaning and absorbing capacity. Unavailable. What are you talking about? Absorbs dirt. There's no colors there. What are you talking about? Do not rub, just press. Use with body and hands. Freaking vegetable gum. I don't know what that little color coding is, because can't tell any colors with that, but alright, this was not a great idea. Yep, I was thinking of it recently, but apparently it has expired or is just too cold for it. I have no idea. But yeah, this is going to take me a moment to sort through. So let me... Whoops. Got ourselves in a rather sticky situation here. I may just have to throw it away at this point. I just don't see how this is usable. It used to be at least some consistency like silly putty. I think I'm just gonna wash it off and throw it away. Cause, yeah, we might have waited too long to use it again. Or something to that extent. I have no idea. But hey, you got to see it. Hope it was entertaining at least. So we will not be using this again. It's just so hard to manage like this. It is basically liquid. How could I clean my keyboard without it would just like seep into the keyboard? Yeah, it got too liquidy. Consistency is gone. Let me try to wash it off, not get it too much in my pants here. I don't even know how to take my headphones on. Alright, I'll be back. I'll figure this out. Give me a moment. Oh dear. Give me a moment to sort this out. Shit. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Oh man. This is a bit of a mess.
The cavalry has arrived.
Just got back to you, so Cavalry has arrived, lunatic. We're dealing with a sticky situation, a bit of super clean gel. Turns out it's a bit past its expiration date. But welcome, champion. Good to see you.
Welcome back.
Oh man, that was a bit of a mess there. That was a bit of a mess. You'll see it earlier in the VOD, champion. I had no frame drop for that, but you will see we indeed have some major issues. Oh, trying to clean that up. Oh. It was just one I bought from Newegg also. It was like to clean your keyboard. It was basically a silly putty, but it's more liquid and wet than your standard one. And it's been a few months since I had busted out. And it apparently was too long because it was just completely liquefied and it was just unusable. It was extremely sticky. And I went ahead and tossed it out, basically washed out the rest. It was entertaining maybe, but yeah, you check back in the VOD later, you'll see. But for now, that was just too much, too sticky. It's good to see you. How are you today, champ? Oh man, that was quite the experience to start things off tonight. Alright, Sebastian at Feldcroft meet his sister. Elfnab in the Sack, our Hufflepuff students in the Highlands. Level 15. Still need a Mandrake. I have invisibility potion, so I guess I should just use that. Yeah, it was interesting, chat. I still have a little bit on my clothes, but we'll be fine. Alright, invisibility I have for that other one. Guess we might as well do that. So let's fight some enemies. I could have used that on the freaking giant spider, so that was terrible. Yeah, blow air from the back and all the dust plus here. That's true. Yeah, let's clean, I guess. Yeah, divination, visibility for sharp defendo, Guardium Leviosa for Mandrake. Got a few other things. Yeah, 6 out of 16 keys. Let's just go check in with Deke. Is that the rumor requirement or something? Probably. I'll just go to Feldcroft because I feel like this is rumor requirement. And the castle itself, right? Yeah. Alright, well, since we're already out and about, we might as well see Sebastian, his estate, see his sister. For the first time, he used that invisibility potion on the way. I was kind of saving one for that other person who wanted one, but might not actually need that, I don't know. Good times. Pictures of classmates saved for well, that's interesting. You're clearing it through, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, all the memories. Stuff like that. I know what you mean. Alright, got invisibility. Got some challenges on the way. Let's take a look. Levitate a Dugbog by its tongue. I'll do that on you, I suppose, because you are one hit to kill. Let's do it, buddy. That didn't work. Not at all. Hold on.
Revelio.
Oh, that was close. Alright, here we go. Come on. There it is. Alright, challenge done.
Incendio.
Oh, almost dead. You killed me there.
Incendio.
That was close. God. They're so much tougher if you don't just stealth kill them, huh? Talk about a big difference. Oh, man. Yeah, I wanted some, like, somewhat worthy adversaries for the invisibility potion. But if I die just in the process of looking for them, that's not exactly beneficial. Alright, the Pulso again. Show me that other one here. Oh, it's on a different level, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. The poacher down below. I can try to get him off the ledge for now or something. Let's see what happens, I guess. He almost went off the cliff.
Potato. Stupefy.
Is he that weak? He's like dead before even.
Repulsor.
Ah, not gonna work, yo. He doesn't notice me. Launch it into another, yeah, that's alright. What if he gives me another feat just for
Rally behind strength
being
and
here
you
in the
can't
area?
go
Nah,
wrong.
it doesn't.
When minds stand behind whimsy, that castles fall.
Petrificus totalis.
You can continue your poetry after you're
Beasts around
unpetrified.
here can sleep a bit easier now.
Oh, look at this. We get to unlock the beasts' cages now. That's nice. Set them free and liberate them, lunatic. The cavalry has arrived. Good fun, glad to hear it. Champ. Let's take a look what else. Oh my. Do the occasional. Broadcast test here, looking clear. There shall be no underhanded, sneaky nonsense here, lunatic. On we go. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you all about it. Flip a dug bog onto its back. Sounds easier than it is, probably. Let's try it.
Repulsor.
Not with that.
Levioso.
How do you... I guess you have to, yeah, get him by the tongue first. Get him by the tongue. And then we flip him over. Let's try. I don't think Ancient Magic would do it automatically. That'd be too easy. Could lock on to him. I just don't see much point to that, so... No.
Expelliarmus. Potato. Stupefy.
Alright, try it again. Here we go.
Levioso.
Alright, now I push it.
Repulsor.
No, that didn't work. How do you flip him then?
Stupefy.
Flip a dug bog onto its back. I figured it'd be easier with his tongue in the air, don't you think, Champ? There's Hogwarts in the background, looking pretty cool.
Arresto momentum.
None of that's working. Maybe Incendio, I don't know.
Potato. Stupefy.
Cast your wand magic.
Levioso.
Alright, how about this?
Incendio.
No, oh well, I give up at that point. Give up. Probably something I don't have yet. Even though it's giving me the challenge. It's done impossible challenges before those, so I wouldn't put it past today there, champ. Alrighty. Let's carry on. Yeah, we'll get you some good voice mod test things tomorrow, champ. 100 pictures of your friends for every single one of yours. Oh, that makes sense. If you're not too big a fan of taking selfies, etc. Here we go, this boy.
Levioso.
Ow.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Potato.
Levitated by its tongue again, easiest thing to do.
Arresto momentum.
Wakey, wakey. There we go. Got it.
Incendio. Rebellion.
Nice little island here. Oh, there is a chest. Rather use your cameras, sometimes DSLR, and most times your SLRs.
Incendio.
Quite the Kodak moment, isn't it? Alright. Let's go to Feldcroft, I suppose. Good a time as any. If there's any quest that gets you killed, we'll just have to use the Resurrection Stone. I don't think there's any like dangerous quests inherently when I come like the one you're kidnapped in RDR, you recover from it in a few months at least. I want to use that invisibility potion, but not on mongrels. Could use on the frog, those are pretty tough. Interrupt a charging mongrel. Do that for one of these, because if I Petrificus them, I'm going to do both of them at once, so we just kill him. Cool stuff. Got it. There you are.
Arresto momentum. Glacius.
The ice dog. What's that? Oh. Can't stomp on it every time for some reason. Oh, that works though. Challenge accepted. Let's take a look at that achievement. That'll be for complete all tiers of a challenge. So one of these enemy challenges. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Phone's crap. Oh, got a razor, old flip phone. Classic. That's cool though. Sentimental. My phone just kept being so slow. Previous Galaxy, because they wanted you to update the next model. Keep an enemy airborne 10 seconds. I'm good on that right now. Collect some stuff. Here's the cow, the cow. Launch an enemy into another with the pulsar. They're right next to each other, so it should work. If we get the right angle is the thing, yep. Got it. Bowling strike. That works.
Arresto momentum.
Yep.
Incendio.
Galaxy models. Yeah,
Is simply too
G7.
many.
I had some pretty classic ones too. Can even take pictures and things. Some of the phones I had. Not even a camera phone. Hello. Launch an airborne enemy into something. I'll try. In a tree, that'll work.
Rebellion.
Alright. Still want to use that invisibility potion, but I need at least something decently challenging. I'll use it on these Ashwinders, how about that? Loyalists, actually, that. Then we're all bunched up together. Yeah, catch and disarm his weapon. I always like that. This is how you do that. Tons of fun. That's always exciting. Alright, use the invisibility potion on him, I guess. At least I use it, you know? You could just do instant petrification on her? Oh, somehow he interrupted it. Maybe it only lasts if they don't touch you or something. Wait. 4 seconds, that's why. It was literally only 4 seconds long. You better make it count then, these are expensive. I have enough ingredients to make more, but just one knot grass spring, so I bought those ones though. Well, we'll see.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
Alright, looking good. Few years down the road, indeed, there, champ. Going to be great.
Confringo.
Flip it onto the back again. I don't know how to do that.
Stupefy.
Oh man.
Repulso.
Yeah, I'd rather just not deal with these at the moment. Frogs are the worst. Shows it as a layer though. That's interesting.
Expelliarmus.
Get the curse on it at least. Jeez. They're tough guys. What can I say?
Confringo. Glacius. Repulso.
Missed a move. Oh boy. Should I kill them? I don't even know if it's worth it, honestly.
Protego. Repulso.
I mean, I guess we're here, but not really worth it. So at least do that challenge. Yeah, the quest, the other secondary one there. For years. hours at a time. Indeed, champ. Alright, so... Yep, return to Sharp and divination. Still need that mandrake. Hopefully find one of those. Level 24, going good. I like to get up close and personal, don't they?
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Should we pop a potion for the frogs? I guess so.
Incendio.
At least I have that enhanced Wigan potion. That does make a difference, champ. Let me know if the game's too loud or quiet at any point. I'll be happy to adjust. Come back here, you. Damn it.
Arresto momentum. Capulso.
My goodness.
Confringo. Protego. Glacius.
A little bit of spell combination.
Stupefy.
Still know how to flip him onto his back.
Arresto momentum.
I can try every combination I know, though.
Capulso.
That doesn't work.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio.
Must be a way to do it, though.
Protego. Stupefy.
You don't run out of the combo without getting... For time, that's nice. It's just
Capulso.
balancing. Yeah, that doesn't work. Next, I'll try Tongue and Glacius. Or...
Levioso. Glacius.
There's gotta be a way to do
Arresto
it.
momentum.
Maybe that's how. No.
Protego. Stupefy.
I feel like it's letting me know there's a way to do it with what I have, so let's try Accio, I guess.
Levioso. Accio.
No. Still doesn't flip him on his back. Oh, man.
Stupefy.
That's weird. It must be something we don't have, or you have to throw something.
Arresto momentum. Protego.
Some combination of things.
Confringo. Glacius.
I just don't know. Enough is enough, huh?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
I flipped him on his back when he's dead, but that doesn't count. Alright. Save that stuff for later. Whatever the heck.
Revelio.
Swamp. Look at him. He's right there. That's weird. Oh! Bad idea. Let's get out. That was not a good idea. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. I get a good time of it, champ. Not enough mallow sweet. I suppose we can do the task at hand.
Reparo.
Figure out other stuff in due course. There'll be plenty of time with Anthrall and friends. Yes, Mr. Champ, a slight frame drop came out of somewhere. That's alright, though. We shall see the good times. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Champ, watched The Mandalorian today, The Last of Us, and some movie I saw the previews for in the, just now. Saw the previews for it probably like about 10 years ago when it was made. Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, so that was nice to see after so long. Because it looked interesting as trailers and all, but now I got to see it. It's a good time of it. Great. Looking stable, looking good. Then Thorsday, happy Thorsday, Mr. Champ. Enjoy some lunatic commands today, will ya? Plenty of lunatic commands. Feldcroft region, yeah, I haven't really been here before. Oh, are we supposed to do these balloons while I'm here? Convenient. Yeah, I looked at the quest, but you can only do one quest at a time, so. In the shadow of the estate, if we can also do the Quidditch challenges while we're here, the more the better. I mean, flying challenges, not Quidditch, but you know what I mean. I don't know if this counts or not, we'll see. Usually you get the yellow orbs or something. Fed a trap. Never got into Star Wars. Well, Star Trek I've probably seen more of by now. There's so many series for Star Trek, but we don't like compare them directly. I just brought to mind. He might be more your style, you know. Slow and assassin. All right, let me find an assassin over there. Slow and probably be Arresto Momentum. Glacius, if I had to guess.
Was that your best?
All right, come here, you.
Levioso. Arresto Momentum.
That'll work. Big boom. Throw a freaking pillow at him. Psycho Flower or whatever. Not Star Trek either, really. Length, because there is a lot of them. So you like shorter things, like movies? Oh boy. Oh, I shot his bolt back at him. That's always cool. Alright, I'll be right there, buddy. It's exciting. Yeah, there's whole groups of them here. Someone's got to thin them out. Oh, there's the flooper, whatever. If you can collect things from them. We freed that cage earlier, right? Yeah. Oh, Ashwinder eggs. Interesting, the wizards are also called Ashwinder. Why is there a whole freaking gaggle of them here? Just the wolves and the goblins, but it looks like so many on the map there. Alright, well, one at a time. One at a time.
Perhaps I'll scout around the
There you go. Nothing too horrible.
Fire whiskey over here.
You have to learn to share, yeah. Only long show you've watched was Supernatural, because you didn't know it was 15 seasons when you started. And a friend was watching, so she suggested The Walking Dead, because it was the first show you ever watched. Yeah, I finished The Walking Dead very recently, actually, on Netflix, but they are making the spin-off series, right? Yeah, it had its moments, I mean. Kind of like the White Walkers more. I can't believe people in Times Square saying they're a Walking Dead fan when Emilia Clarke was actually there dressed as Jon Snow. That was very ironic, but 22 minutes each, yeah. Rick and Morty, and I was watching actually South Park for the first time in years last night, a new Japanese toilet episode, kind of interesting. And then had some old like 2005 episodes, fan favorites or something. But yeah, Family Guy, regular live action sitcom. Can be okay, I suppose. I just haven't really had the patience for most. Didn't like grow up with any particular. I never really watched Friends or stuff like that. So.
There's a victory that came none too soon.
Nearly level 25.
Revelio.
Should we go in here? See. There'll be some stuff. It's a new part of the map, so I should be getting any flu flames.
I should investigate.
Haven't before. Or sacks of joy here. Can't get through. That's some like invisible spider webs there. It's cleared out, just be cautious. Oh, a little tempest here. What have we got? Interesting. There must be a way through. Maybe something I don't really know yet. Seems mysterious, like something I don't really have encountered before, so... Yeah, I don't know what to do with that, per se. A little whirlwind. Seems like it wants me to touch both places at once or something. But I don't have any ability to do that. Just goes back and forth. I did not even know. what to make of that, so I guess we'll come back to this cave. Beats me. The mysteries of magic. Looking good enough there, Loon. Indeed, indeed. Oh. There's a boss area here. There's some really dangerous things here.
Revelio.
I guess we'll take a look, though, while we're here. Yeah, it has the skull icon, so that means, like, elite enemy or boss, basically. Oh, yeah, Belgruff. Ha! Is Bel... What?
Your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't.
It's not like you have the main character villain, but yeah, he is definitely tough. Oh. Let's see what we can do, I guess. Why not? Might as well hard save. I haven't yet. This looks like trouble, alright? I do have some potions and things if I do get overwhelmed, some Wiggenwelds, and visibility if I don't want to give it to that crazy paranoid woman. 2 Adurus, which is all you need. That's 20 seconds, so if things go sour, we'll just use Adurus. A couple Wiggenwelds is enough. Oh, he's apparently looking right at me. Let's start with that side, I guess. We'll start with the farther side. Plenty of troops in this part as well. Uh-oh. The Watchers, yeah, those are the actual sentries. So that doesn't help. Oh boy. Now they all know. And here we go. Belgruff the Bludgeoner. Dead by a single use of ancient magic. That'll work. Slow and assassin. What is those noises you are making? Hold on. Big boom for you. Slow and assassin, I did not get the chance for, so that's alright. Alright, well, we got him.
Revelio.
Normal difficulty, not too bad compared to the hard one, champ, for sure. Flu powder right outside. So, open, please. I guess I have to go around. Nothing on the round parts, not so much. And here is my... Oh, no, sure.
A lamb to the slaughter.
That'll work.
What are you up to now?
All the way out here at level 25 with the talent point. We're already a quarter of level 100, champ. Not bad. I wonder if you can go that high, though. Get what we need. Talent points for his character. I don't think there's really any wrong way to play it. Wrong way to level up. You can just use some talents that are more useful than others, but I think we've distributed them pretty well so far. Alright.
Incendio.
Better bit.
Appreciate being
Do not appreciate being turned to ice, yeah. I can imagine not.
Revelio.
Bunch of curses and things. It's not too bad. I'll be there eventually. Sebastian already here the next day. Yeah, we've been out here the whole night, pretty much. It's in the last 45 minutes, but... Goblins at the campfire.
He fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd thought.
Nice story. Cool story, bro, right? Oh, shit. Let's not fall to our death just yet. We've already done that once. Disarm an enemy, alright. I guess I'll do that.
Famished.
Expelliarmus.
That worked.
Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Incendio.
Switch the spells.
I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus.
Good enough.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
That's alright. And here we are, and here is just with a level 1 lock. Isn't that great? Great enough for me. Yeah, I thought it was somewhere early there. That will do the trick, eh, chump? The champion. Corkscrew with teal blue. Still have that initial wand handle.
Revelio.
No reason to switch. He wants to meet up there. I want the flute powder first. On the merchant, yeah, I really might as well go to the merchant. Treasure map, something here. With the well. We have the Fieldcroft Well. It says treasure map. The well in Feldcroft ran dry some 400 years ago during a great drought. Sorry. A great drought. Sadly, many perished as a result, including at least one young boy whose father refused to speak for years thereafter. Legend says that all was saved when a group of benevolent witches and wizards used a never-before-seen powerful magic to restore water to the region. This is that same place, same type of place we saw in the cinematic vision. Before I sell, yeah, I might as well
Revelio.
grab all that loose over there. Oh. The globes, yep, for the requirement. We got some globe action. In table with nice 3 coins. Oh, it's the Tri-Wizard Tournament Trophy. Something like that. Not too bad. Bernard. So what we got?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me about the Hamlet? Everybody dies at the end.
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
The good news is that Belgraf the Bludgeoner has been killed, evidently. It's a huge relief to us all. I don't know what he was expecting to gain by pestering us like that, but we're certainly glad to be rid of him. We've seen quite enough goblins for the time being.
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here. It's always been my home. As for the shop, I suppose my line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts. And my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
What do you have for sale?
Might have some useful things.
What are we in the market for today? Now, if you like what you bought, be sure to come in and see me again.
No reason to not buy it. I need all this extra stuff. I do have a better hat. I need to identify the rest of these things.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Let me switch hats then. Defense of 52. Wasn't that other one the same stat?
Stop by any time.
The things there. Looking pretty good with the lumbar support, a champ. Oh man. Alright, we've got from the spiderweb hat the stylish top hat for extra defense, so gotta take that. Keep a good helmet for now. Let's sell that as well.
Nice to see you again.
Look at the fertilizer, oh boy.
What do you have for sale?
Master of
What are you in the
Disguise
market for today?
with the cow pie. Alright, probably don't need all these, but they're extraordinary and legendary. Probably don't need this one at least. I'll keep the extraordinary and legendary stuff to identify.
You're welcome to stop by any time.
Nope, you have not. Alright, good to go.
Confringo.
You shall hold that wand still.
Alright. Yeah, unforgivable curses. I did see a very quick snippet. I didn't actually watch it, but I did see you kill your fellow students with the Avaracadabra. They'll send you to Azkaban. Your character actually goes to Azkaban in the black and white clothes, and also interesting that is actually an option. So we will definitely explore that possibility and such when we get there. For now, he is high honor character. We can do that with the Slytherins, but not get caught, of course, with the Slytherin character doing stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. Well, that was cool. And here we go for Sebastian. Check out what he's got here.
You made it.
I made it.
I should dismount here.
Revelio.
I should dismount.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into
Already
it.
took care of him.
Even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Blind man's buff. Here we
This
go.
way.
Shadow of the estate, eh? Good to be here. Broadcast stable enough for you there, champ. Good to go.
With Ranrock's lot
Keeping the chat active, validated, and exciting. Lovely time of it. Perhaps you'd enjoy some Champion 2 commands tonight. Some emotes. And further channel rewards, even. Dragon standards.
Revelio. Here we are.
Pick your flowers.
My sister should be just inside.
It's fine. Just inside. It's a trap, but here we go. Cinematic, basically.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't been trying everything.
There is no cure!
There's a way.
When will you accept that?
Never.
There's a way.
Very nice.
There's a way.
Now look what you've done.
Good timing, I suppose.
I'm sorry.
alleviate the tragedy a bit of terminal diseases here. And someone as young as her, that's pretty messed up.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
But one more for you, champ. We need to make the most of it. Have this second rendition. Basically a secret command right now, but...
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't want to go to war today. But the Lord of the Land says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way. 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 Left, right, left, right, left. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Left, right.
Good fun there. Alright, looking at these upgrades. Yeah, feel free to use as many as you want, champ. We got the other ones there too. Range and damage of the potion effects are greatly increased. Maxima, focus. I'll probably eventually want these. Longer invisibility seems good because that was so short. I can live without those. Haven't got anything else for these yet. Flipendo, etc. Crucio, yeah, we'll see. Depulso, I guess. Oh man, these are all pretty good. Well, I have 2 points. Let's use the one, I guess. Depulso, get them away from me. Seems better than getting close to me, so. Depulso, I'm saving the one just in case there is something unlocked that I really like, but. Yeah, for the most part, you get as many as you need.
If you don't mind,
okay.
Just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Go back and speak with them, or. What is this?
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Solomon, his father, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel.
Counter curse.
The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Okay.
I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
Talk to her once more.
Sorry about earlier.
Lumos.
Bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Not your fault.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can try.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
And Portobal. Sebastian Solo. Yeah. Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. I hope you're feeling better. So I see Sallow, and she's Portobal or something. Interesting. Another one. This is my potion kit, not yours. Leave my things be. Good one. Sibling things. How do you get over there? We'll figure it out. Yep, good times there, champ. Oh, hello. Training dummies. Ah.
Revelio.
The ice. Yeah, some there. Practice dummies. The residents of Feldcroft sometimes use these to practice their spell casting, especially in light of recent goblin attacks. Yep, extra preparation. The chest is, yeah, behind you. Challenge complete. All the field guides in the Highlands already. That's good. And a Byzantine beret. Might as well equip that. Yep, upgrade there. Not need to look quite so ridiculous. Helmet's fine for now. Little high frame intensity here. Probably just all the effects of the scenery and such. Alright, back to Sebastian.
Revelio.
Let's we get these first. Level 2 lock, okay. Yeah, I'll go Sebastian for now. Plenty of time, other vendors and such later.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Here we go.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Trying to do what's right, out of line. I don't know.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Alright.
Ranrock's
The place
loyalists are
cleared
capable of
out.
so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
We'll check it out.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Up we go. No brooms allowed.
Up there. On that plateau is where they cursed Anne. This way.
We'll see. Take a look.
Ramrock knows what he's doing.
Oh, here
it's
we
an
go.
honor to be a part of it.
That didn't last long. Trying to sneak up on that bunch. Not at all. Damn.
Arrest the momentum. Incendio. Potato. Levioso. Confringo.
Put you down, alright.
Arrest the momentum. Totalis. Silent as a grave.
Let's deal with these a little smarter, shall we? Do a bit better.
House goblin. Someone there?
Nobody's here. Slow assassin. Whoa! What happened with him? That was interesting. Alright, challenge for defeat goblins.
Job at Gringotts. Suit me,
It's
sit around
done.
all day.
Oh yeah, that one.
Mind you, suppose it could get a bit
Launch
boring.
2 enemies simultaneously. Yeah, I mean, I can do the feat here.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Slightly painful, but nothing serious. Oh, shut up.
You've made your last mistake.
There we go. Eventually, yeah.
Teach you nothing to call that spell casting. How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus. Potato.
Get away with that.
Levioso.
Almost.
Incendio.
Yeah, it's one to the other. Spam if needed.
I will make you.
Levioso. Incendio.
Action. Oh, yeah. Catch me.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Glacier.
All such stuff, to be sure.
To the bone.
Incendio.
Yes, you are.
I confess,
Okay.
that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
No,
Revelio.
be fine. What are these statues we got here?
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
To the castle.
They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Coins right below the clue. That's not convenient at all. Oh well.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio.
Weapon rack.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Confringo!
Always armed and ready.
Revelio.
Good potion there. What is this?
Whose home was this?
Found.
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Not a goblin-sized kennel, huh? Okay.
Confringo. Revelio. This well looks familiar.
Now that's the one from the cinematic, yeah. This must be the exact one.
Sebastian,
Yep.
I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
In the memory.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house.
Pensive, that's
There
what
was
it's
a little
called. It's
girl
hard to remember because
and a
it's not very
dwarf. The keepers have shown
common
me other
word.
memories as well.
Pensive.
The girl became a Hogwarts professor.
Like a
Her
Palantir
name
and so
was Isadora Morganach.
Pensive.
She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight.
Beater
You have
Keeper's
Ranrock
secret.
and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason.
Fair enough.
Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh.
Take a
stairwell.
look. Down into the depths, huh? Misty depths. That's fine, huh, champ? Well, we'll see.
Lumos. 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 Revelio. Lumos.
Here we go. Good thing, too.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
What else is there to see?
Confringo.
There you go. That worked.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Not quite a daydream. Ancient magic.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Alright, to the Undercroft. Seemingly a pretty much pointless room for now. See if it has something better. Nasty double snare, huh?
Confringo.
Quite nasty.
Incendio.
Alright. Lumos. Back to Hogwarts. Yeah, pretty much did everything we wanted there for now. It's interesting though. Good time of a champ. Oh boy. I'd say so. Pick it up, have a good time of it. Good time, good adventure. Good stuff to be sure. Nice to see you. And on we go. Check it out a little bit more. Good bit. Prepare the good fun. Fantastic Friday tomorrow. Get some Shakespeare prepared. Forms to print out last minute, but leave early enough, work it out. Schedule for the weekend. We shall see. Go over here. Talent points. Undercroft.
Why would the door lead us here?
Nothing like the first time playing.
Sebastian, look.
Now it has something significant to it. Inside just a secret room for a room itself. Oh. Pieces of the puzzle.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look. Incendio!
Yep, just other cryptic message.
Anything helpful in the note?
Sir Muffle.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means.
Triptych.
But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Till then, Shadow of the Estate. Yep, looking good there. Good bit of XP. It is complete. So why does it still say you're on the quest? Let's see. Oh, straight to new attire. See how this one actually looks before I change. Because it seems pretty similar. Not just a fancy version. Aristocratic. But the same one I'm wearing, basically, except a little bit fancier. Got it for quest challenge, though. How can I get the same thing from the challenge than I do? I guess they only have so many skins, but yeah, like the Protectors Ensemble, pretty good, but glad I got one from challenges. So they're fancy gear. Oh well. Casual. It's all unbuttoned, yeah. Man, it's such a big deal. This one is only the pants. It's kind of funny. That's not a big deal. Bow ties and all. Alright, nothing better there. Put them upgrades 1. Sprint. Doesn't say what the upgrade is. I think it's just more sprint than probably more ancient magic bars. Eventually, we discover more of that. And still says I'm on the quest, but that's right. Now that we're in Hogwarts, we should do several of these. Sharp and Divination, Defendo and Descendo in the same go. So I guess we'll do that. Other things. Broom trials. Several things to do around Hogwarts. Might as well do the new spells first, I guess. Don't exactly have room for them unless I get the 4th spell slot. Let's see if I can get that yet. We'll figure it out. And off we go. Maybe that's the right area I want to go. Would think so. Snow. The people, the things, the clocks. Yep. Secretive areas. Smuggling spiders.
Do yourself a favor and get a real pet, a cat or a...
Confringo!
Just something normal, for Merlin's sake.
Spider pets. That's pretty good. So some funny howlers. What lovely stone. That's a good little quote there too. Oh man. Alright, assignment number 2 here. Right down the road.
Always said that travel broadens the mind.
Nearly melts.
Have you finished your assignments?
Revelio.
Pretty much, huh? Yeah, let me grab that. See what else to make. Well, it might take a while, so let me do it before I talk to him. And here we go, level 1 lock.
Aloha Mora.
do it right in front of him is the funny thing, but apparently use of the knowledge is excused for the act itself going into his office, basically. Other desk behind there, I don't know. That's kind of funny to me, though, Chimp. Green and red spark. And here we have, second time around, absolutely nothing. But, you know, still good to open it, I guess. And what is he doing? Oh, yeah, let's learn another one. That'll be fine.
Arrest the momentum.
So and Defendo.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination.
Destiny.
It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Defendo. Wand at the ready.
And another one. Look at that fourth spell slot at this point, I guess.
Can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
If we can get it. Defendo we go. Yep. Claw and tear.
Very good.
Yeah, I want that fourth spell slot, so...
I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Core for the... Technically the first, because I got all the other ones first. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3... Yeah, you start with the first one, so... Spell Knowledge 1 this time. I got the most recent one at 16, so... Alright, that is our fourth bar. No talent points remaining. So I'll just have to wait to use other ones, but... I will have the convenience, the access of that, so... Defendo... For slashing objects. Considerable damage. Start off there, I guess. Yep. Oh, in due course. Probably only need 2 combative ones, or 3 combative ones, and defensive ones, but... Yeah, let's try it out, shall we?
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
They cut them, yeah, I've seen that in the movies and such. They cut them. Magic. I remember seeing that in the battles, yeah. Slicing. Oh, I didn't mean to go to the... How did I forget that? That's weird. I was like, alright, I better start making something that I didn't. Anyway, might as well use that knotgrass while I have it. Cast some Defendo. That was weird. I was like, alright, I better go make a potion. Then I just did it. Oh well.
As I mentioned earlier, Defendo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
I remember that, you know, someone cut someone invisibly. Or something like that. Just like an invisible slice, invisible cut. What was that? Was that any of the Half-Blood Prince from the book he used it or something? Cut Malfoy invisibly. One instance of that, I remember somewhere else it happened again. Alright. Good enough. How does it describe it? It just says slashes objects and enemies from afar, dealing considerable damage. So just another long range.
Confringo. Incendio.
Good time. Yeah. More spells for the armament, more for the arsenal. That'll work. On to the next, we'll be close by. Can't do that without the Mandrake. Divination we can get to, but we'll do the flying before. And then go to Divination after we soar to great heights. So. I can't see the spell bar with the frame on. Oh well, I'll just switch to the background. That's alright. You don't need to see it too much. Days of Leave Thorsday. Never heard. What you doing there? That doesn't bother her. Oh, that is one of the more vicious ones, though. Invisible scimitar. It's plenty noisy, too, isn't it? Oh well. Imelda is, yeah, all the way out somewhere, so I can just use the broom from here. That would be nice. This goes to the greenhouse, so I was wondering if I could just pop outside and get on the broom. Nope, not apparently what I was thinking of. Courtyard, there's no escape. This way. Oh well. Thought this was outside for some reason, but it's just a giant greenhouse. That's funny. Just looks like all the trees, I guess. Okay, well, we'll pick it up here soon. Looking good. Catch you in a bit then, champ. I'm gonna be heading out here. Need to reconcile and recuperate. Rejuvenate. Good times soon to come, though. Did you pop by for a bit? You have a good day of it. Oh, he wants more of that. She wants more of that. Ball pulling tournament.
I should dismount here.
The name of it, too. We'll get to that soon. I guess we'll, yeah, pick up with Samantha Dale on that then. That's fine. That'll be a good thing to warm up with tomorrow. I'm not quite feeling up to it at the moment, so let's pick it up here soon. Looking good. Good hour and a half tonight. We'll get to longer fun times tomorrow. Till then, guys, have a lovely night. We'll chill here just for a moment. Talk about that fun times, Hogwarts Legacy, and other lovely adventures. Give me just a moment and we'll call it a night. Thank you for lurking there. Good to see you. Mr. Champ, other friends. Good times to be had tomorrow for sure. Let me just read. Good friend here. Alrighty, looking good for now. Looking good. Okay, looking good for now. Thanks, champ. Coming by for a good bit. We'll pick it up, have a lovely time, and focus on good things soon to come. Till then, take care. Catch you tomorrow. Good night for now.
So long, farewell, I'll be there saying good night.
Looking forward to it. Take care. See you very soon. Alucard, oh no. Just in time. Hey, how are you doing, Alucard? It's good to see you there. Lovely moment, Dragon Knight. Looking forward to it. How are you doing, Alucard? See you very soon. Alucard, oh no. Just in time. Hey, how are you doing, Alucard? It's good to see you there. Lovely moment, Dragon Knight. Looking forward to it. How are you doing, Alucard? Should we get to a little bit more for you, Alucard? We could do a little more Hogwarts Legacy after I get ready for bed, if you would like. Would you like a few more minutes of Hogwarts Legacy? I'm just not quite feeling great here, so it seemed like it was a good time to head out, but since you did pop in just in time, should we pick it back up? Nah, we have to do a different game if we don't, but lovely to see you there, Dragon Knight Alucard. Ah, you do want some more? Alright, let me come back in a few then. We keep it going for you, bro. That's fine. Dragon Knights make the decisions. As long as I don't have a heart attack or anything, it'll be good. Let me get ready for bed, walk around a little bit. Gotta be good. Alright, I will see you in just a few. And we'll pick it right back up. Give me about 10 minutes. And we'll come back. Alright, see you in a few, Alucard. That'll work. That'll be good. Maybe we'll get to some Skyrim or such. For now, we can chat. Back in a second.
Welcome back.
Alrighty then, greetings there, Mr. Alucard TARDIS, Alucard Knight. How are you doing today, good friend? Welcoming you back for some fun times. Good greetings to Alucard Knight, Mr. Alucard TARDIS, a longtime champion and supporter. Welcome back to the Roost, my friend. Great to see you, as always.
Ben, I am concerned I have thrown my lot in with a demented infant.
You've got nothing but insults, have you? A tired little...
He shouldn't die. Yes, fuck you. True.
So, Alucard, you as a Dragon Knight of the Dragon's Roost, would you like to select exactly what you would like to see tonight, since you have shown up here? Made it for a good bit of fun. Could continue on with a bit of Skyrim fun, but we will get to that throughout course. We have some arena fun in Another World. We do have Baldur's Gate, we do have Hand of Fate, we do have, Skyrim to get to later. What would you like to decide as a Dragon Knight of the Roost? What we enjoy here tonight, I'll give you a few suggestions. Glad to hear it there, Alucard. I already gave you the shout out. Let me make sure that shows up. There you go. So we got Ark, Dinosaurs, Flintstone. Why don't you go select for us some other dinosaur Flintstone Dragon adventures here tonight? Do a little stream test. We are looking fine. Stable and fine enough for Thin Thorsday. So we do have for you, the Game of Thrones one. Quite enjoying. Let's make sure that's in the right category. Yeah, best of stream. You can get to that. You could make the choices. You could start the playthroughs of the things. We could get some pinball or poker or gladiator action. Hand of Fate, you do enjoy some Hand of Fate, don't you? Last time on Streamiversary, we did have the developers stopping by before we played Another World for the first time. And got all the achievements with that. My fifth ever perfect game on Steam. So that was very lovely. Hand of Fate, the developers, he knew about the game. He actually did some fun things with the dealer, little sunglasses, stuff like that. If you'd like some chat interactive fun, Alucard TARDIS, we got Grim there as well. Thank you very much for the 9 months, my friend. Very exciting with that blue dragon. Enjoy your newest sub badge. New champion commands. Ad-free viewing. Lovely Dragon's Roost emotes. And the rest. Let's get some good hype for Alucard TARDIS 40. Thank you for the 9 months, a lovely baby we have had together in that time. I heard Grim is soon to be a father. Excited for that for your brother. It'll be Uncle Alucard. Good hype for you, Grim. Much appreciated. Thank you, good sir. Quite a few streams for it lately, interesting, but we'll be on there soon enough. For now, let's pick up the good action as you requested, Mr. Alucard. Continue right along. Get the mods and such later. Good from the devs visiting on Streamiversary. Year 2, here are your 3 nightly sub goal complete. Thanks to you, Grim. I do have some whiskey stored away if you would like. $10 for a shot. 1,000 bits will also work, but thank you so much for the 9 months. Good hype. Big thanks to you. And good hype and good fun. We don't have a thanks command yet, but we'll get there. So we left. Belligerent Badger chasing me still. 1,300 gold, unpayable, 1 step to go. Currently on the map with the current adventure. We do have good sets. Duel with the mountain. I'll have to defeat Badger's minions before we get to that, so I suppose we'll switch on over to Hero's Call. Defeat Badger's minions hopefully here, and then do the inquest for the next adventure soon to come. Twitch voting in, you do not need to vote on any of those. But we need to deal with the Badger first and foremost. Confirmed with the dealer last time to fight. Had Valiant Cheese. And here we go to defeat the Lone Shark once more. Many, many times. Good suggestion there, glad you enjoy. Good fun some Streamiversary, we'll keep it up. Mr. Alucard, thank you for the 9 months. Great to see you, champion. And on we go for this then Thorsday. Here in the late hours. Earlier for you in New Zealand. Early evening for you, huh? Next day. Well, buttons were not responding, but we knocked them down right away. Well, I should have done a dual wield against these, but this is working fine enough. Alucard. Sing the praises of Sir Alucard. For Alucard Picture 2, so it's thinking of you. And Castlevania. Yeah, just switched weapons for these guys, but nothing can be done about it now. Oh, major damage there. I'm not warmed up, so this is a hard one to start with. Brimstone enemies. But we'll get there. Not the end of the adventure yet for this character. Sun Moonlights might be a little loud. Game is louder than others. Let me turn it down just a little bit there. Decent balance, hopefully. A little better. We'll see, huh? Yes. Cheer us on. In a brutal battle. We can die here very, very quickly, is the thing. We can die here if we are not careful. We can easily die here. Oh yeah, a couple more hits and that's it. Should have took the healing spears. Ah, got me. And that's the adventure. It was a good run. Get to the end of the level. Badger, I knew was gonna kill me eventually. We were warmed up, we could deal with him usually, but it was time to get the heck out of that encounter anyway.
Battle to them next time.
I absolutely hated that payback. We got a token that adventure. It was a fun time with the devs. You can vote and such on the next one. Alucard with a lovely blue sigil. A good occasion as any to add that picture here to the live scene as well. We have them in the Chillstone, you know, laid up by the throne there, but I think now is a good time to add the champion badges just to have them there. I don't think I need a hotkey, but we have recently updated with the 1.5 year. We'll be on to the 2 years before too long. Let's go ahead and have these as a nice little picture, just in case the need should arise to show them. Quick minute for me to find it. I believe it's here. I used it so recently, it's like, where did it go? There's Prime, there's Congo, there's a Dragon Castle emote I tried to work with. I'll show that later. We don't need to be showing that right now. I'll just emote in the progress, so we'll show that at some point, but not needed here. Ah, there we go. Sub-badge display number 3 with the 1.5 year. Alucard, you are now 9 months. If you include your previous account, you'd be about a year here, but looking absolutely great there. The current sub-badges that you are a part of. Thank you, Dragon Champion. We have a little blurb there, champion badges. Yeah, no need for a hotkey for that, we just display it here and there. Thank you very much, Mr. Alucard, for joining the fun. With that, and your continued support, and dedication, and inspiration. Let's see what this token we got here is. For defeating thieves with the questing mace, questing mace version 4, I believe. We got the next one. Yep, questing mace version 6. The last one was 5, this is 6. We'll keep up with the questing mace.
That will do for a beginning.
Vienna's level 2. Yeah, not my best with that. Endless at all. Don't have one for Ariadne yet. Let's do Ariadne next. Might as well. Back to the caravan. To start a brand new one with you here tonight, Alucard. Badger was absolutely terrible encounter, just trying to extort money for him. Failed. Tried to run away or whatever. Had no other choice, actually. As I was mentioning to the dev last time, Valiant Cheese, we have all golden campaign, in addition to some extra stuff with the extra weapons. The adventures here, also gold. So we are back to endless for more tokens, more achievement progress eventually. We are at 68 still. It's a great time though. And let's see who we got for Ariadne, the hero. We have, it says we have, but why did it say I didn't and then it does it? Then I have a score. That does not make sense. Anyway, we haven't played with her for a while. We might as well. I just wanted to look at them all here. Yeah, hunt your most recent one. There are still other things to be had. See what was interesting. Now, unique ones. This is a huge success for her card shuffle. Also very interesting. There, Alucard. So, use your companion for 3 turns. If you duplicate a card, success. Melee tank, gauntlet, armor break. Received a high score of 7190 with her for 2 attempts. Might as well go again because it said it didn't remember or whatever. Even though it does. We'll just alternate them here and there. We're just going for the tokens. We don't want a Hubie's token. Guess we got hers. Hubie still has a token for the companion himself. That is the encounter bomb specialist, Mr. Liano, so we'll keep trying with Hubie. I had Hubie last time, even though I had the dealer, so just the extra quest there, but we will continue Hubie. Let's do at least one more for the hero, just for good variety, good fun. Recommend is for a deck. How can you do a deck in adventure mode? I don't understand that. Anyway, we're not worried about that. I think it's just something. Endless adventures. Let's get to it. Champion Alucard. A bit more extra fun here tonight. And good to see you. Adventure beckons. On to the next, to the capital. Quick and easy ones here. Kill this. Knives. Yeah, I could do food. I'd rather not starve. No curses, no blessings. Starting this slate completely clean. Let's go for some good platinum gear, some good tokens. Questing mace and the rest. Thirst for adventure. Not too worried about points for now. We'll eventually get those down the line for achievements. For now, we're just going to
Now
tokens.
the challenge begins.
Enjoying the
Prepare
adventure.
yourself.
15 fame or 10 fame. Well, I guess we might as well go the higher one there. Start off with these.
These trials offer you a chance to make
Since
your play
I am
more
never doing
difficult
Badger
in exchange for further
Alright, map
rewards.
reveal for him. Dark Sanctum is needed 3 curses. I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. 7 food at the end, restore life, but you do get adventure. Well, if we don't get it, we only lose fame. But the success isn't really worth the trouble, you know. If I had a lot of food, you could do that, but for now, let's just do map reveal. It's fine. Okay. Capolypse, Drunken Hero joining here. Ariande.
Make your choices and consider what must lie ahead.
Pumpkin is always fun. Not doing you again, Badger, that's for sure. We had enough of you for now. My goodness. Alright, Warren Kingdoms is fun. Empire Fort or Straya. Let's try Straya. Gladiator's Massage for Gladiator. Here we go for 20 skeletons this round. 20 skeletons.
Unable to walk.
Not too bad. Yeah, look forward to that. We could do some extra things. Map reveal and her just for the challenge. Like the Fine Sword, we just died with the Chieftain's Axe, so we'll go for the blades, I guess. Alright. Gang of Thieves. Defeat Keyhole Folk. Funny
This
boss's
is the
name.
first tumbling tile that sets all the rest in motion. Select carefully.
Looking good. Good audio bounce for now. Negative 14.3, I think so. Alucard let you know when to vote here in a few steps. For now, let's get that adventure started. As per your recommendation, one of my favorite Hand of Fate, you didn't even have to redeem the channel reward for it. So on we go. Good to see you earlier there, champion. Bidding you a good day. Warning Kingdom to start us off right as well. Might as well join the red to begin with. Welcome to the Reds. The blue ambush really is not so bad, so I don't care. The red ambush is the precision one that's hard, and just right away, the pumpkin. These really kind of went in order, didn't they? We've got the soup.
The pendulum swings like a scythe.
I'm just glad it died a Badger eventually anyway, even though it was kind of annoying in the first place, but I was just glad to get rid of that.
That will set you in good stead from here.
We'll be better off moving on. We will be better off to be sure. I get a 15.6. Let's try out that decent audio bounce. You can hear me as well. I'm in lower tones here because it is indeed late, but the pistol is good, but I do want some better weapons. Got freaking cutthroat blades in the soup. How hilarious is that? Pistol or knives in the soup. It's a bottomless pile of wonders. Most people probably don't have the patience to exhaust it every time, but that's what I've been doing. Nightly sub goal complete. Let's get some extra hype for you in the Discord there, Mr. Alucard and Harrydo have a nightly sub goal. Yeah, the announcement for Couchbot, so thank you very much for that. Hand of Fate Defiant Discord, isn't that lovely? Okay. Bit of extra hype for Mr. Alucard. Thank you, good friend. Nightly sub goal complete, first time since Streamiversary. And a week ago from today, actually, so excellent time for you to return to us. Let's see what other good adventures we can get for you. 10 max life for that. Sounds good, Alucard. We will see you soon. Oh, getting faster now. But we know the soup strategy. Decent for now.
Nicely timed.
A bit of gold. And another one. I was thinking I could do it right at the beginning, I just lacked a little bit of that extra confidence. Otherwise, I would have gone for it right then and there. But this works just fine, too. Alright, extra food, even though I decided not to do that extra challenge. That's it for now. Now we go to the mother. Get that good pumpkin. The audacity of your request. That's it for that area. Straight to the goblins. Got some goblins in Hogwarts. Now we have some more coming at us. They're fun in Hogwarts. Good progress, good challenge here and there. Let's see what we can do. That hooded, cloak consists of a dealer apprentice. Figure that's fine. Tired of moves. Character wreck the joint. That didn't work. Gotta be close range for that, apparently. Very close. Straightforward as far as upgraded weapons go. Not too bad. Get all those supplies back. Looking great. Welcome on back. I'm out of bed here pretty soon, Alucard, but I'm gonna chill on boy. Bit extra content for you. Do appreciate you. Feeling a little spent, a little torn up in the insides, but we'll be back soon tomorrow. Let's finish up here. A few more adventures. I don't know if whiskey would make me feel better. Probably not, but it's still an option if you want. Alright, 20 skeletons. Oh, the skeletons would ambush me, but yeah, I've got the questing mace when I need. I want the token priority, even though there'll be all encounters. Parandra's looking dangerous. Alright, I'll need your help with this one, Alucard. You ready? We're not going to get her to help because I would lose her, so unless it's something really important. You ready for the shuffle, Alucard? Try to spot the success cards. Let's do it together. Here we go. On the left. Alright, I do not need your help, but if you want to vote this early on, you could go ahead and type hashtag 2 to indeed vote for the right selection. We'll get you up with some of the other steps voting thing here shortly. It is chat interactive game, so good fun. We'll get a boss named after you here in a bit, some point to you, I bet. Interesting times. Okay. Hashtag 2 if you would like, then let's make that right selection. Hashtag 3, you're a naughty boy, Alucard. It's 2. Okay, it was also 3. You were right as well. Good deal, good deal. Well done. Alright, let's carry on. If you would like a new hat for the dealer, hashtag B, Alucard. Hashtag B next. Cave of Wonders, we're gonna have to get a dice roll. Lose a little bit of temporary life, unless we got a perfect one this first roll. Almost.
Within game.
We almost did there. That'd be kind of exciting. Oh, one away. Alright, just a little temporary life. Thankfully it is not max life. We'll get this one. Soon enough. Yeah. I will need a 6 here, so good luck with that. I didn't want to reroll the 4 though, just, to be stubborn. Still not permanent life, so that is good. Number 13, alright, reroll 3. I will need 10, so a 6 and a 4. Or the equivalent. Nope. That's a 2. Alright, one more. This one is very hard to get early on, so this is the typical outcome. And there it is, a 16.
Well done. You continue to impress.
King for a day. That's a good forest crown for him if you want to see that. Alucard. How's your day going? How's the family? Excited to be Uncle Alucard for Grimm. Try to remember if you're a father yourself, Alucard. Estrella's unusual contacts. Very sharp teeth. Oh, it's the rat, yeah. Unless you have Empire's Burden, that's just a free pass, basically. Can't go back to it, which is sad, but... Anyway. Alright, the blacksmith. Can only upgrade the shield. Piece of junk. So, we'll go ahead and upgrade that with the coin we have. Get some coins from the furnace. And I will not need to ride with you for one freaking cart away. But I will take a look at camp, because that reminds me just to see. Gladiator's Visage. Might as well spend the money. Bit of extra food, 3 for 15, 1 for 6. Okay, good to go. On we press, Alucard. Humble offering for discarding what we do have. That is not even worth the points, let alone losing it. Very few. Alright, we got the end of the quest. Let's go the upgrade first. Alright, hashtag A, hashtag B if you'd like to give us some extra resources. That would be helpful. Alucard. Or champion if you're still around. From the furnace, we get the shield increased by 5. So a top tier shield, just about for a regular item. We will skirt around here. Night for you, but family good. Riggins coming down Tuesday. Oh, excited. So glad to hear it, Alucard. Oh, the great fun, my friend. And good stuff. The Kiwi land. Talking to another New Zealand friend. I mentioned you guys are from the part you are from. Great stuff, brother. Okay. We'll go ahead and deal with the ambush. I needed to reveal encounters anyway, so let's get these guys with the cutthroat blades and the pistol. No skeletons to worry about. Hashtag A or hashtag B in the chat if you'd like a little extra resources for the next floor, Alucard, because for now I'm just going to move forward naturally. Okay.
By seeing some...
Pop him with a little pistol. Slicing dice. That's right, you can break my shield. Makes little difference in the long run. And a pistol to finish you off. Actually, some magic orbs. Easy enough. Thief dealt with their fellow Black Dragon Knight, Alucard taught us. Okay. Might as well carry on, see what the equipment. Oh, Gladiator Visage for blessing. Completed combat unharmed, add a blessing to the map. That seems pretty good. Doubt I'm gonna get that here, but it is a good reason at least to do the one combat unharmed. The earlier you do it, I guess the better. If it's on the map at the end stage, I don't think that would matter. If it actually adds it to the map, if it adds it to the deck, that's another thing. I don't actually know. But in any case, it makes more sense to not get hit than get hit, so. Gladiator Glory with our Gladiator 3070 we did dump out earlier. Speaking of which, Alucard, our super clean liquid gel putty. It was actually too liquid to clean. It was just sticky, slimy substance. Check that at the beginning of the VOD tonight if you want a little kind of funny situation there. Alright, handful of coins can buy a knife in the dark.
I hope this works.
Me too. Slicing dice. Oh boy. He was going to attack me, then he stopped, so. Well, we'll save on that one. Go for the big boy. It's not out of their range, it's interesting. Good shot. Good enough. 15 hits for the weapon ability at this point. Isn't too much, but it'll keep adding up the more we use it, so that will go. Fair enough. All we need for Huntsweasel. Nice enough. Thief stronger in combat may affect us down the line, but we'll be good. Malaclips. A big horse. Yeah, we revealed all the stuff, so that will give us a blessing. Exalted for sacrifice, point bonus, not really something I'm going for now. Retry any chance card game, but that can be very helpful down the line, especially for the ones that have big, huge failure penalties.
Your first adventure is complete. From here, things will become more difficult.
Trolls or mages, we'll go ahead and do the gold reward. Oh, there's the blessing. See, I did that. The blessing's on the map. I can't maneuver at all. Let's see if it stays here or it disappears.
This is a good time to add trials. Before time has passed and things have become more difficult.
Yeah, might as well do all of these.
A brave move.
Once I do the gambits,
how that decision
blessings
fared.
on the map. Did they actually count forward to the next map? Think Define if they did. Curse.
As you descend, your
Lucky
decisions here will become your lifeblood.
Joust is kind of interesting. It seems better to fail some. Waterfall of Youth is a good early one. Don't really need any of these others, so why don't we just do the early one? Groban's Training, we don't have that second wind yet. Help a Priest is for a blessing, so don't have Felvin's Favor yet, don't have to do that. Fishing is fine, but if I have other options, I feel like it's better for now. Merchant's Ring I can live without. None of these are too great. Thunderbolt is something. Oh yeah, Wheel Peak, I don't really see that. Ring Concentration, that'll help for those. Bullseye is also pretty good, so no. Alright, Alucard Tortoise 40, you are officially our boss to beat for the mages. The blessing got removed. Stupid Gladiator's Massage to get right before the boss encounter. What a waste, what a waste. Defiant, I'm not going to say anything bad on the Discord, but you could have done better there. Okay, food is good for now.
Congratulations, you have not fallen at the first hurdle. Now your decisions become more
All
pressing.
they had to do was keep the blessing on the next map, not just tease me with it. Oh well, next time we get you in here, cheese, for this good fun, I'll mention it. Alright, you still have a one step to hashtag A or B, Alucard. Just because you typed in there, I will encourage you to do that. Help us out with the resources. I'd rather not cheese it myself. Hashtag A or B. Actually, hashtag A is better, it's more food, so hashtag A in the chat. You will use the Twitch utilization properly and get used to join your champion commands, emotes, and the rest. Hashtag A in the chat, Alucard, and we can move forward. For this adventure for you, well done. And there it is, a gift from the gods, gift from the dragon champion. Yeah, you do that every 8 steps, so just when you see it pop up, pick your desire. Parandrus. No thanks. Got that permanent blessing, I believe. This one I'm pretty confident on that. Since we're already having you vote for the steps, Alucard, I will not burden you. Oh, but we do have the blessing. It's a permanent blessing, so... Alright, better luck this time. There we go. Parandrus is kind of nice to not have to worry about. We kept that blessing, right? Yeah, just make sure it is permanent. That is very lovely. It's also nice when it shows a failure, but replaying can give you all the extra you need. Alright, well I don't have to explore extra areas now, but I feel like I'll miss out on equipment, things that'll make it easier later on, so I'm feeling confident now just to do some extra things like this. So this one, if you win 1, lose 1, and then win, I think it gives you the maximum rewards, but that is kind of tricky. I don't know if it's worth losing it.
You have done well.
And it's the joust, it's an exciting thing with the cards. I just kind of feel like you might as well do your best. If it works out the way that you fail it, so be it, but I don't want to, you know, risk it when I could have just won it. Yeah, I think if you lose 2 and then win 2 or something, it's better
That
rewards.
will set you
but
in good stead from here.
that's alright. You get to like the other champion or something. Take a moment to soak in the applause. I mean, it's still not bad rewards for winning, but hope for a little more entertainment. See, that's why you do want to time it. I'm always fond of a close finish. Yeah, okay, so it is worth it to lose a couple. If you have the confidence to do it, it's better. I just feel like sometimes why bother? But it is better gold reward at least. So, alright, next time we'll try that. Closer finish. Okay. Do not need information healing. Food, we have 10 gold. Why not spend it? Could also look at the camp, but I have a feeling it's nothing too amazing here. Mark of Damnation will be good for that card gambit we can get, but it should still be there. Give the priest half your food. Well, I got plenty of food for you. Huge success. Let us duplicate that since it'll only be a few steps. Left and right. Pay attention, Alucard. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Don't take away my life, Alucard. Alright, Alucard, your guess is as good as mine at this point for this shuffle. I think for one of those 2 huge successes, can you go ahead and type in hashtag 1 through 5? Yeah, 1 through 5. If you think you have a good idea where the huge success is. Even if you don't, I don't exactly have a good guess here either. You just gotta get pretty much random luck of the draw, so you basically get a better blessing for giving him half your food. We optimized our chances. Number 1. Good a guess as any. Alright, we can redraw once. Take another look, Alucard. Huge success in the middle there. Oh, try again. Try one more time. Yeah, this is a quick one. This is definitely a quick shuffle. Even if you pay really close attention, you have just a knack for this. I feel like the way it's designed mechanically, the way it's virtually done, is quite a challenge. Oh man. 3. Good a guess as we'll get. You made it. 1 or 3 that time, we made it. So, we lost 21 food, gained some fame. He speaks in the language of the old religion for several minutes, and then gently touches your forehead. We get swift justice for the next combat. We get gambler's insurance for 3 precision gambit failures. Get 2 equipment cards. So yeah, double blessings. Doesn't hurt. Well done. Well done in any case. And you're gonna hurt me in a few steps, but I won't take it personally. It's so funny. You voted for for that. Alright, I could use some gold. I just give away half my food. Typically food gain is better than gold gain because the amount you would spend the gold would be less food than you would get from just straight food. Goblins again. Not the warrior goblins, but Thieves Guild, and we go. Gladiator's Visage, not gonna for the blessing on the map. Defiant trolling me with that one, but it does look pretty cool. Gladiator's Visage. I'm still wearing it, I can't turn around. Oh well. Take a look. Yeah, companion disabled, we'll get her back soon enough. Stabby, stabby. Just enough out of that area of effect there. Radius. Oh, hello. Caught on a wagon, are you? Hey, champion, welcome back there. Basically, it's kind of a hybrid adventure game. But yeah, I've played it a good bit, including the first one. We're actually coming up to 175 hours before long for this one. Completed the full campaign, all golden adventures. Now we're enjoying endless mode, extra tokens, bit of those achievements, so great fun there, champion. Welcome back to you, twice in one night.
Welcome back.
We got Alucard here with a 9-month resub. Good bit of hype for the nightly sub goal, unlocking our $10 a shot or 1,000 bits. Menu here. Very fun Alucard with a blue sigil. Looking great. Take back the questing mace. Yeah, no skeletons yet. Oh, there's a blessing. We didn't take damage, and we did the first time, so it actually did carry over. Defiant, I forgive you. Mark of Damnation. 20 life, we'll need that one. About to take damage from Alucard's voting. You can vote, by the way, champ. If you want to see a new hat on the dealer, hashtag B. Feast of Callus, this will be the wheel spin. Fight Empire, possibly, so let me just put that on. We'll see what we got here.
Here we see yet another wheel. Each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
Oh well, we didn't really need it anyway. But I
Let's see
can
what you do with that.
rush to his defense, since the 3 food did not sate my appetite. Let's defeat the Empire, as we basically planned for anyway. Good to see you, champ. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix, you know, on the map. You don't actually have cards in your hand. It's basically the dealer's cards. But yeah, it is a lovely game. Glad you get some joy. One of my favorites. It's also in channel rewards if you ever like to see it in your day, pretty much. A lot of fun experiences. Streamiversary recently, champ. We did have one of the developers, programmers, and such come in, give us some special developer codes for the dealer, including the sunglasses. You can deal with it. Cool sunglasses. Good fun like that. So, missed that shot. Ow. Don't you bayonet me, boy. We all mess up here and there. Pro gamers in the house, you know. I mean, it's a good challenge where you eventually just rack things up, like the Brimstone cards, like we had with the 2,000 gold debt last time. Champ was absolutely insane. Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll carry on. Bless me, second win, not bad to have. We didn't do Groban's training. We did do Groban's training. Dang it. I keep trying not to get that before Groban's training. But yeah, hashtag B if you like a new hat for the dealer, Mr. Lunatic. On to our free blessing from Gladiator's Visage. Yagmarie's reward for 3 combats against these 6 gain cards. That's a really excellent one because that's a lot of gain cards. Let's keep racking up this stuff. We're going to be fighting Alucard as the boss here. Champion, you might be next. Okay, yellow, Dino. Alucard was playing Ark actually, so very fitting for your Dino to pop in chat. Here we go. It's a little hard to aim these, not gonna lie. Let's sprint over, got the horses in the stable. Horses in the back. Probably better than the dual wield, I'd say. Let's see if this hits her or not. I'm not sure if it will. Okay, good enough. The anvil hammer to the flintlock. Oh, look at that poundage. That'll take care of it. It's something, alright, brothers. That first thing in the tip jar of the month is a lovely purple sigil. Resub for his blue sigil. Glorious. Fix, take 15 max life, not bad at all. Don't need the health potion. Can't save it for later, but that's alright. Alright, we'll feel the pain of your vote, Alucard. Ouchie. But I instantly... Oh, here's the blue ambush. Yep. Coin slave in service to the Red Kingdom. Just some musketeers. They're not gonna ambush me with anything too much here so early. Alright, good day, sir, or king for a day. Which do you guys want? Champion Alucard? Hashtag A or hashtag B for various hats for the dealer. I meant to dodge. That did not work out.
Like a holiday.
Yeah, that's a nice snowy background for you too. Snowy like I got recently. Very lovely. Need to go the other one. That did not happen, but insult to injury. Took a stab there, but we'll get what we need. Alucard, you're about to take one of my blessings. How could you? How could you? Alucard trolling us tonight. First he stabs us. Oh, you changed. It's nice that you can change it. I didn't know if that would actually let you do that. Thank you, Alucard, for not taking one of our blessings. They're not like super significant blessings at this point, but still, it's nice to have them rather than not. Mage Tower will do a little bit more. That was a good one. Good joke there, Alucard. Not April Fool's Day yet, but we're coming up. Waterfall of Youth. This one I can live without, so it's still nice to have, but it's not essential. Well, I could have done better there. I should ask for your help. Alucard, let's try this again. 1 or 2. Where do you think it went? Where do you think the cards went? I need your help this time. I already messed up once. It didn't cost us anything, but if we get it right now, we do get that Waterfall of Youth, good potion, which can lead to something even greater, I believe, but you do a huge success here. Actually, you get something really good, I think. So this is one where I come back for the huge success. The Angel Feather, the Devil's Horn, and the Mark of Damnation. Yeah, I'm not super confident in it, so we'll go with you. Well done, my friend, well done. And there we have the Potion of Youth for instant healing, max health, and a good bit of hot pies. Groban's training, we do have that second wind, so I'm going to try to use life. I think it drops 450 or something. Let's try to keep it above 50 for now. Maybe just do 2 at a time, yeah, that should be fine. 2 trainings at a time, then heal, then come back. Hopefully that won't waste my second wind that I'd like to actually keep in combat, such as the arena or such. But it might not matter. Okay, thankfully it got us there. Let me decline and come back if you let me. If you don't, I'll actually force my hand, so that was good. I'm curious though. Second wind still in the repertoire. Second wind says below 25, so it doesn't matter how much health you have, max life, it's only if you drop below 25, so that's good to keep in mind for that. I'll make sure that does not happen to the best of my abilities, but he might be more punishing each time, so we might just be a little bit too close there. But we'll heal a good bit, we have plenty of food, so yeah. Alright, another round, Mr. Groban. Put me in the ring. Alright, probably have enough for another. He might not have another. 30% of the next combat. Nothing more he can teach me. Looking good on the Mage Tower with Alucard, TARDIS. I think the questing mace will work fine, yeah. Could just use the axe, but undead aren't that tough anyway. We'll eventually use it on them, hopefully this adventure. Everything I need for the stuff after the adventure too, not that I have much, but actually I could go to the camp. Nah, that's fine. Alucard, TARDIS 40. He's mentioning you a lot. Let's see what we got here for you, my good sir. Lovely night of it, thanks to you guys. Champion and Alucard. And speaking of which, there he is. At first hint of you having been sent by the Empire, Alucard TARDIS 40 determined that only one of you would live. Mages shoot projectiles from a distance, yeah. There you are, Mr. Alucard. Always good fun. I'll get a screenshot of that in the Discord, perhaps. But for frame drop's sake, let's continue. That's always funny. Always a good bit of fun there. Definitely. It's a fire and blood, why not? That's great. Mr. Alucard. You're ready to do battle, good brother. Oh boy. How very exciting does it get? How very wonderful. Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my goodness. We're gonna get some good fun. Here we come. Sorry, just doing a quick upload there. So you can see this time, huh? You are confident in your abilities. I brought a buddy. Usually you do too, but... Oh dear. Get that arcane well out of here. Ah! They're hard to avoid. Why am I moving automatically? Good smack. A good smack on that mage. Oh. And the finisher. Fatality. Good bit of fun at me. Good brothers. On we go. Ah, you got the crown on him. Ooh, max life would be nice. Hashtag C for a very nice boon. Alrighty. And here the pendulum. Haven't really got much to help with things like that yet, so we'll go for it raw and natural. Not too bad, not the worst. Just gotta keep our wits about us and strive for success. Ah, it's very narrow. Narrow opportunity, but patience is a virtue. Okay. Cross them out with ease, then slip through a large crack in the castle walls. Moments later, you have the drawbridge down, allowing the Empire's soldiers to storm the keep. The Empire captain finds you as his men rush into the keep to subdue the warlock. You leave the soldiers to their work and return to the capital. The warlock of Firebrand Fortress falls to the might of the Empire. Here for the village of Dungaroon. Don't think we're in much chance of messing this up, but I will still keep my eye on the prize. Great. After the negotiations, you discuss the price you secured with the farmers. They seem content with the results. Pay you in produce and bid you farewell. Alright, and on to the gambling contest Midsummer's Eve. Eat one of each gambit. How nice is this? 13, I've definitely seen worse targets, so... Oh, just reroll that snake eyes. Very low chance of failure here. Could still happen. Let's hope we've got what we need for 13 without any assistance. Just enough. Lucky number 13. And there we have it. Lady Luck is with you tonight.
I see you have begun to appreciate the finer points of our game.
Master of the Bones. On we go to the next Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt for 12 food, or the Dread Caverns for fame. Let's go ahead for some Wild Hunt, shall we, brothers? Just a champion and Alucard. Bow mortal.
No good will come of this.
Platinum, but it's 12 food, 200 life. It is sometimes nice to have. You don't have to get them every single time, but you still get more points and things. Troll toll for 70% of life, 22 gold. Yeah, we can do that. This one you might as well do, yeah. I guess we can. I mean, it does get a bit tedious, but it's whatever. At worst, I'll just nod and use 12 food. Alright. Well, about that one. It's only a few coins, so keep 22 gold at the end. Drunken Tales, Servant, Blood Servant, and a Troll.
Do not underthink your decisions.
Alright, nothing too great here, but good enough. Field of Fae. Try again. This is the Helm. Okay. One Drunken Night, good fun. Don't need map reveal. That one can be fine. This one pretty good too, though. Alright, Felvin's Favor for our Wheel Gambit. Tiger's Eye for pain cards, I guess. Blunderbuss, still need to get 3 more armored enemies. Golden Shield is good. These are all pretty good. Don't have good armor yet, so I guess I'll get the Dead King Scales. Ranger Blades. I had a good shield earlier, right? So I'll have that in a bit. Nothing super great here, but...
Be careful. If we lean on a single crutch too often, we may find ourselves unable to walk.
He loves to say that for so many items, doesn't he? It's kind of ridiculous. I have a lot of food right now. I don't really want to lose the food, but... yeah, I'll just give a little extra gold.
The first 2 are merely a chance to get yourself warm. From here, the challenge builds.
Get yourself warm. Alright, save the rest of that gold. Let us feed him. We'll need to use that. Just summon the Spectre. I don't see much point to that at this point. Alright, hashtag B, hashtag C would be very helpful for extra life if you guys would like. Alucard and Champion or anybody else out there, give us some extra max life and 7 steps. That would be good stuff. Tiny figure. Oh yeah, here we go again. Well, I do have the chance to redraw. She doesn't help more than the first time, right? But let's see how we do here. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, lucky there. That was fortunate. Let me go and I'll grant you a wish. Bounty Hunter's boon there, that's a good blessing. I'll aim for that. Is that failure next to it? I can't tell. It's so freaking fast. Oh, it is failure. Huge success would have been good. I didn't see that on the board. Oh well, next time hopefully. She pirouettes and leaps from your open hand. You realize you're holding some food in her stead. Yeah, huge success is probably the best one there, but better than failure or curse. Yeah, that was actually a curse. That wasn't a blessing, that was a curse. Alright, goblins and thieves. No opportunity to switch weapons, so we will deal with them as they come. Probably feed him at the end of the map here because I have that Potion of Youth. That's actually pretty helpful for the Shadow Fiend companion. 3 minutes.
Aren't you tired?
More than I'll need. Welcome back, good sir. How you doing there? We need your help on the next steps. Hashtag C for max life would be greatly appreciated. For more character deliverance. Ouch. That hurt. Oh, there's the finisher. Nice. Getting good, getting good. There's a bag of coins. That was funny. Oh yeah. Is it each map or just the first time? With the helmet, I think it'd be extra blessing. That'd be OP if it was every map, I feel like. Alright, give me my good shield back. You little goblin. Oh, she smashes him. Alright, thank you very much. Hashtag see Mr. Alicatatis. That will make things a little bit easier, especially losing max life every combat like that, so it does help balance it out a bit, and it is appreciated. Fought you the good mage, Dead Man's Hand. We actually want to have low life for that, so I'm gonna feed him plenty coming up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and linger just because these are extra things that I'll otherwise skip. So here we go, pickpocket. Nothing to help with extra, yeah, card show of blessing does. Steal. First one is the easiest. Going for that 10 gold nonetheless. And there it is. Yeah, if it catches you, you lose it all, so you do want to be strategic about this. Avoiding that one. One more will do it. 2 on the left. Got it. Pickpocket success, more would be folly. We could steal him dry, doesn't give you any extra benefit, except the extra gold, I believe. So, pocket your spoils and leave is the best thing to do there. See it shine, that's kind of cool, little shiny text. Appreciate the little details like that, little extra touch, you know. Treacherous wilds aren't good, though. 5 food down the drain. Thank you for 10 max life, Mr. Alucard. Next is all hats, so take your pick of hat if you'd like. 2 of the same, but yeah. King for a day, this current one. The shades, of course, were the best ones. Deal with it, but that is dev exclusive. Alright, let's feed him to the brim. I'm feeling confident enough with that potion of life. I do have second wind. I think that would trigger here, probably. So let's not let second wind trigger. We'll feed up to 26 just on the brim of it, but second wind I do not want to, it happens anytime, combat or not. I used to think it was combat only. Let's see what it says here. It does say in combat, but it still happens even on the map, so they could have been less specific there for a change. But anyway, looking good. A journey forward to the next. I will take some food, I guess. There's the potion of youth. It would kind of be stupid to die now with so much food, 66 food, so let me go ahead and... well, you might as well buy that. Better than the standard. Yeah, we might... oh yeah, I actually don't have enough money right now if I spend much more. You can spend 6, I guess, but I don't want to lose more money. So, cook food will be the best option here. Get some good breakfast for you, a la carte. One drunken night, could have died in there if I was low health. Not likely, considering it's a pretty simple dungeon, but hey, if you're actually drunk in one drunken night, you're probably gonna die. Probably just gonna die in combat, but I'm not drunk yet. Here we go. Oh dear. Don't you cross my trail. Alright, first golden chest. There's probably more to the left. Let's take a look. Ouch. Doesn't matter. But yeah, pays to be cautious. The goblin skeletons. Diablo 4 open beta coming out, reminds me of that. You gotta sign up for that out of card, champion. Diablo 4 beta in a few months. Open beta. It's only for 1 weekend though, so I don't know if it's worth the install, but we'll see. Alright, double check, nothing else on the right there. Could have done that better. That was close too. Good bit of gold, other fun adventures. Alright, nothing else back there, I think, so Let's head on out. Ooh, yeah. It's a dark and dank dungeon. But everything we need. And some good gains, good enough. Fame and the rest. Peasant's son. This with the fiends, yeah. Should be. I wanted to have low health for that, but it's hard to let myself go low health when I have that much food, you know? Yep, here they are. Fiend versus Fiend. Let's check it out. Mr. Alucard, Mr. Lunatic. Glorious times. Funny looking fellas, aren't they?
As darkness touches light.
See about that bit by bit here. Oh yeah, here he comes. Hoping to avoid that, but he'll just attack my companions. Not the worst. Dead Man's Hand I want to use, but not really necessary here. So why not just save those charges for a rainy day? Could also sell it, I guess it'll be worth more charges in these. Let's see. Bit by bit there. Line by line. Finish. Attack your fellow fiend there. Oh yeah. No, we almost cleared him out. We'll be fine. Embrace the confidence of experience, you know. I'll have what we need. Get out of there. There'll be none of that. Not today. No canoodling with the doodling and the fiending. All those blessings. Thanks for saving my son, said the peasant. Questing mace need for skeletons, might as well reflect arrows, but still, probably better. Berserker's Creed. So now I have the artifact that does more damage the less health you have, and I have more damage the more life you lose in the combat. So it's not how little health you have to start the combat, it's how much you lose during the combat. That's a good distinction to know for sure. And Kubaruk, what have you got today? I like you, human. Well, I do have a lot of junk blessings, so why not? I will go with definitely not Guardian Angel. That one's pretty good. This one is okay. I feel like it could take a long time for that, but I can definitely live without that one, yeah. Alright. Good enough. Nothing else in the camp, was there? Just making sure. It's weird how it split those after I bought the lower one. It'd be nice if they recombined. That's how it's designed. Alright, the duel, I guess the ranger's blades would be okay. The questing mace would be fine too. Do have this nice new shield though. Let's test it out, I guess. Probably not the best thing for him, but give it a go. Put on the pistol. Why not? Don't have the other stuff for armor breakage. Don't believe your companion helps you with this one, so. Alright, plus 10 gold would be my desired vote there. Don't need 25 life unless I'm gonna cheese it and walk in place, but cheesing the cheese. So Cassie, yeah, not that great. Have a shot. durability here. Oh shit. That was a quick reflex. Reflex, big trouble, little China. Just break through the armor bit by bit. Close hands, but now we need. Basically what the knights do, commanders do, captains do. You shoot the pistol. He was easy enough to learn with the Black Knight, but less armor than him. That shrapnel bomb make a big difference for him too. Cassius, just hot air dual wielder type of guy. Alright, that'll do it. Shield might lose a little durability, but I just kind of felt like... Oh, there's the blessing for the glass. So it is every map then. Is that actually how that works? First time you complete a combat unharmed, add a blessing to the map. You would think that's the first time you get the item, but maybe it is every map. Alright, didn't lose any damage there, that's good. Nothing else needed on me, so I'll just do that, yeah. Alright, another blessing. We have 6 blessings already. Only the second adventure. 15 fame until you lose again. Temporary fame, basically. Braggart. On we go. Good foggy forest, not so bad, eh, friends? We'll check out what is next. Exports or something. Evening. Oh yeah, I meant to freaking feed the beast, but what can I say? He's kind of silly. Have some blood then. Just a couple cookings. I could take on curses, but less points. Imagine taking points to lose points. Yeah, none of these are things I really enjoy. Some of these are really intense, so I'm good without that. No need for them at the moment. Eventually you do the achievement, but I'm fine for now. Wormwood the Green for our Briarfolk champion. Bitter Winter for 8 food. And carry on. There it is. Might as well finish these off though. Oh, I do have the Ranger Blades, so that's fortunate. Firm pair of hands. Biggest goblin you've ever seen. Look at them. They are funny, aren't they? Alright, so they took my stuff. And now we can deflect our arrows with the Ranger's Blade, so that is just extra situational weapon advantage. Nightly sub-goal complete thanks to Champion Alucard. Lunatic hanging out as well. Here they are. I haven't seen these in a while. First time I've seen the weapons cinematic in quite some time. That's really nice. The ever-watchful stewards of the Eldwood need an edge when defending the forest. Now you've got 2. That's pretty exciting. Haven't seen the weapon cinematic like that in quite some time since I've got so many other things, but this was a recent token or such, so that is very exciting and very lovely. I do enjoy that. The Gladiator's Visage looking good too. Good to show that off. We just need to add a platinum sword and shield. We'll have everything we need for the final quest encounter repeated. We'll play it again probably at some point just for the fun of it. It's pretty cool. And let's get him. Alright.
What an incredibly rude girl.
Yeah, deflect those arrows exclusively for the weapons, so locked in time. Oh, look at the green slime on the ground. That's funny. Doing pretty decent damage. It's a stun, I think. Oh shit, wrong one there. Oh well. Could cancel it. Isn't there a way to cancel it? Yeah, just roll, you'll cancel the... It'll be the cooldown, but yeah, it'll cancel it. So. Alright, well we cleaned them up easy. Deflecting arrows did help there. I shot a few arrows. I mean, those are the warrior goblins you don't see too often, but they're certainly a cut above. Mainly the trapper ones with the gnomes and the mages are the most annoying, but that was fine too. And no damage, so another blessing. That's amazing, gladiator helmet. This one I will keep for the wheel gambit, so yeah, just 25 more of those to go. But for now, I am enjoying Gladiator's Visage. Well, I guess we might as well put it on for now. That is awesome. Keep getting a blessing every time I don't take damage on the map. I can really rack up the blessings. There's plenty of blessings in the game, so... What happens if you have one of each blessing? Just get more transient blessing like duplicates. Probably take a long time to get all of them, though. Alright, exact value in a dice gambit, you get 2 equipment cards.
Even the trees here work against you.
And a scouting party. 5+ life, I can live without that, probably. I guess we might as well get it. Okay. I don't really know what to use here, I'll just use the axe. And the pistol. They are quite easy trees, so look for the highlighted enemy, another specific thing in the combat. We will take a look for that. The cards, Titus, new champion. There he is. You see him right there. Got him, I think.
This ends now.
Yeah, I got health back. So. Oh man. I'll let you deal with him. How about that? I'll just up in there. Oh. I almost avoided that, but I hit the wrong button again. That's okay. Woodcutter's axe, quite fitting for those trees, isn't it? Alrighty then. Looking good. 2 a.m. Not bad at all. Huntsman comes for you. Successfully complete 2 trial guards. 3 gain cards. So much good blessings this adventure. Well, that was useless, but okay. Let's finish off the Fiend. He only has 30 to go, so that would be absolutely ridiculous to not finish his bloodlust. And there you have it. Alright, pretty much all we need. Let's finish the job here, I guess. No, the axe is fine. Let me just keep the standard axe. Standard axe, duel on the mountain. Wormwood the green. Come to meet your maker. Afterwards, we'll be filled in save other stuff. Yeah, I don't need the Gladiator's Visage. So I'm pretty much ready for what comes next. I think so. And the Shadow. Scary upgraded Brimstone Shadow. Good times. Are you ready there, friends? Mr. Alucard, Mr. Champion, Lunatic, there he is. Looking pretty fancy far as treeman go. He has quite an interesting sword there. Looks a bit different than I'm used to. Cool. Let's show him what's what.
Holy blood!
Break the shield there. Erndale. Choppity chop. Should've just brought the pistol again, what do you know? And that'll do it. It's still pretty early adventures, they're not going to be super tough. This is one of just the easier factions in the game. Undead, except for the Lich. Even Briar Hunt champions like they have there, whatever they're called. They aren't much. Not much to deal with. Liberator's Bounty, we have the Complete Wheel Gambits, win or lose, so good for that token. And we will go for, yeah, remove a card, which is nice. Gold or food here. So we have double the chance now. Just a matter of timing. And we got it. 10 gold for our efforts. With skill and daring. Extra gold there. Veus. Velis. Groban for the big goblin belly flopper. And Troll Toll, plenty of gold. Thanks for the
Let
life.
us delve deeper still into the secrets of
Epic
this game.
Steeds for even more gains. Berserker's Creed gives you more money when you get money, apparently. Yeah, extra 3 gold whenever you draw a gold gain card, so that's nice.
Is that what you wanted?
Nice passive abilities. That is what I wanted. 60% life, 24 food. More goblins we go. We'll switch to the Ranger's Blades. Questing Mace if we get undead. I'd like to do undead, but it was Empire Goblins.
I doubt you have the courage to choose more at this
2
point.
weapons. Win or lose, it's not bad. Tavern Wager for no weapons. You can still deliver them though, right? That'd be kind of silly if they contradict it like that, I'm pretty sure. I am fighting goblins, so this one isn't worth a success anyway. Yeah, map the Empire. Might as well get that food. 12 gold per blessing. I have a shit ton of blessings already, so that'll be the best for that. Not do the Tavern Wager. 2 weapons, I can do that. Hopefully get something out of my questing mace.
To think about. Don't take too long.
You can die in the pit if you guys want. It's kind of fun. Dwarven Haggler for the Angel Feather. Courier, don't need the Fiend. Portal Creature or Well. I'd rather have blessings than equipment, I guess.
To think about. Don't take too long about it.
Either one is good, but okay, max life. Need equipment there. Need equipment here. All right, on we go to Crown. I'll go with Sword and Shield. Intriguing Sword. Yeah, I do need to finish the 2 more goblins with the finisher, so that would be good. Thieves' Follies and a big deal. Goblins don't steal it anyway, so this one's okay. I have another Dead Man's Hand, so I'll just take the axe, I guess. Take these and these, and let's be on our way. Golden Campaign, that'll be good fun. Up with the rest of that. And we'll start off with some extra food. Alright, plus 10 life, be helpful. Hashtag A if you'd like to help us with that. Champion, Alucard, or anybody else in the world. Coming to enjoy our fun adventures here in the Dragon's Roost. Be a lovely, lovely, great time. On we go. Kind of funny with the false ending tonight. We get some extra time and it's fine. Defeat Skrittles. Skrittles is the name of this goblin. Got our little kobold though, he is much friendlier. No reason to decline the package, far as I can tell. We'll have to ask devs or other such about that if we were really curious. Alright, sacrifice. There's probably on the wiki, there's probably a wiki something. I'm good on curses there. Or blessing discard. That was plenty of blessings, but I don't need to discard. Do not need to discard them. I do need to reveal all encounters, so we get a combat hero line I switch out beforehand. Gladiator Visage, I almost forgot about that. Town of Corruption. This one is against corruption, right? So I'll take those, I guess. I don't need your standard shield. This is Thieves' Bane. This is only going to be corruption. And peasants with bombs. Groban, I do not need. At the moment. Use them in the pit would be good later. The pit is really tough. One of the most dangerous ones if you turn everything on, if you're really well fitted, well suited for it. But you can take away your equipment, so it'll be hard. These sound effects here, all the scary wails of anguish, that is pretty cool, like a haunted house or a ride or something. I do like that. Oh, he wasn't as tough as he looked. She broke the armor really quick, I guess. Sliding all over the place, corrupted. Yep, Dev said they don't know why they do this. It's just something to do with certain factions, but in my experience lately, they've been doing it all the time. They don't act normally. They're not too tough anyway. It's okay. On to the next we go. And a fate to the right category. And there's the blessing again. What a joy to be blessed so often. Oh, this is an interesting extra.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too.
What have we got here? Swift blow from the axe. You cleave the head from the body, halting its attack. Yeah, it's the last one. Attack instead of doing extra damage to you. We cleared him out. Alright, all we need for now. Bless Covenant for prior to combat. Remove the Brimstone status. Can be used for 3 combat. That's for a basic Brimstone card. I rarely get to use that because there's just not that many Brimstone cards. But you never know. It could come in handy. More food we go. Nice straight line we have here on the map. Let's see what lies before us. Glorious day in Hand of Fate Realm. Plus 10 gold would be helpful. Good fortune. Oh, is that gold? Yeah, that's just gold. Thinking it's like something else because the fortune, but nah, I'm fine on that. Don't need any curses. Plenty of resources. Wishing well, however, I will throw some coins. It's another card one, so, or pendulum. I always forget it was a pendulum. I think it's a card one. So you can be greedy or not. I don't have any pendulum benefits. It's worth it just to get this success.
Nicely timed.
It's fine. Not a big deal. Gods are pleased. Trial chords. Yeah, there's a lot of point ones, but they come and go. Let's see what else. I don't need any gold saving here anyway. Could buy these, but I feel like it's better to buy them the actual merchant than the camp. The camp merchants are just, you know, highest prices. Merchant caravans stop to allow you to pursue their way. We don't need that. Ariadne says something. Let's carry on. And speaking of goblins, we have what we need for them. I hope. Don't need Groban. Save you for a later, Groban. Big old goblin, buddy. Alrighty. What have we got here? That dead man's hand still waiting to be. Try not to take damage though, so. Oh shit. Hit the wrong freaking button again. You're not getting the best of me, goblins. I need to do the finisher, but I haven't got that yet, so I can't. Here he goes. Stay away from the spinning berserker. Oh boy. Not that easy to do. He covers some ground with that thing. Oh jeez. Almost stabbed me in the back. Ah. Oh, couldn't avoid him. Not quite. Have a dead man's hand, I guess. Nice if you could actually aim on these guys. That's a good shot there. Well, could have done better. It's done. Oh man. Lessons to be learned. of fate. Yeah, there goes that gladiator visage, but get ahead of ourselves. And the harvest. Huge success. It's preferred. Nice. Yep, 50-50 there. Based on what you think it is. Some good gains. Thank them from the bottom of my heart. On we go. Very nice. Check the camp just because I have so many extra resources at the moment. Even more if you guys voted, but if you are enjoying relaxing without chatting as much as I like to chat and chat, it's still a good time. Twitch chats. Broadcast stable. Absolutely lovely. What have you got for me? Yeah, just that. I guess I might as well clean you out at that point. Why not? And Kubarak with equipment. I do have plenty of blessings, so. Ranger's blades. I'll save those for shadows. Save that for heavies. And you can have. That's the one he wanted, huh? Of all my blessings, you wanted that one. I have more blessings than that, right? I have 10 blessings. You couldn't have taken a single one of them? Whatever. It's alright. Better than the Guardian Angel one. Alright, this one is interesting. I might as well give him the max food because I have so much. Alright, failure. Oh god. Okay. That one I was not doing well keeping track of. Alright. Can I help you? Oh yes. He went that way. Pointing path to the left. He always lies. Go to the right. Found the queen. Give her your blessing. She wants that one. Okay. At the beginning of each new map, draw a blessing if you have more curses than blessing. That one's situationally good. I, for one, don't like to get tons of curses. Because they really do make things harder. Blue ambush again. That give me a chance to switch weapons. Don't need you grubbing. Alright then. Champion and Alucard. Fun times of it tonight. We'll see what up Friday. It is almost 2:30. We'll be heading out here. But, glad you can enjoy some extra fun. Alucard, thanks again for the 9 months. Championship with your current account. Good, buddy. Good fun. Appreciate you. Fun times for you three. We'll get some game turns hopefully soon. Figure out my VOD exporting business. Other edits, things I need to put together and upload. Take a quick look after more adventures, Hand of Fate for a little while longer. Feeling sharp though, feeling good. Gladiator's Visage may just come into play here. My goodness, I'm so sloppy. I don't know what it is, I just... not remembering the button combinations. Whoa, that was a funny finisher post-mortem. But thankfully I didn't take damage, so we will get that extra blessing, I believe. Yes. And 10 food. The crows feast on the blue empire's remains. Fine by me. Our Targaryen red is good to go. I want to check some other things soon, other games, other interesting things for Tuesday the rest, but for now, blessing, or should we look at the camp? Ooh, there's the sword, yep. 2 goblins to finish. I would love to finish them off. Got that sturdy shield. Alright, might as well lead with our best foot forward. Fleeting fame for 20 fame after every encounter until this bonus is 0. That's basically just extra fame each step or whatever. Return to Rumstock. It's you. Alright, don't need to reveal encounters. I'll take your 7 food. All your food. That's a really interesting one, but yeah, it's a good bit of gains. We have plenty of food now. I'm not gonna run out of food. Okay. For whatever use is there. On to Skriddles. The next one. Let's do at least a couple more here. I'd probably just do gold at this point. I have so much food. Oh yeah, we have the gold gain card bonus also. So it would make sense to do more gold. But I like the extra food, you know? You've got Rolla's last. I can live without that. Spend the gold where it is needed. Rolla's last only good for shadows. It does not have a token or anything, so let's carry on. The pit. Now this one is one I'd rather do if you guys want to participate in it, because it can be extremely dangerous. But we'll start off here easy enough. These first guys. And maybe do a good measured balance, see just quite how many extra enemies, extra brimstone, extra traps at the end, because it's not that big of an area. It's very easy to die in here when you have so many enemies, so many traps. If it was like twice as big, it wouldn't be as dangerous, but at least it's not half as big in that perspective, I guess. But I've died here like pretty much every time I've done all the traps and enemies, so probably a good lesson there. Kill him. Okay, so we'll move on to the next step for now. Plus 10 max health would help, but we can't even get that for this counter. There's the Gladiator Visage already. I might want to just leave. I mean, this are... Oh, skulls. If I can switch to my questing mace, that will be helpful. Gnomes aren't so bad. Let me switch weapons. Yes. Don't need the sword. Do need questing mace to defeat 20 skeletons. Alright, don't need that anymore, because I already got the bonus. Don't need Dead Man's Hand for these, so why not make it easier to kill the... Wait, you have to kill them with the weapon? No, it just says defeat them. Maybe just holding it is enough. I'm curious about that now. Do you have to defeat them with the weapon to count towards the token, or do you just defeat them while holding it? Doesn't say, so we'll have to experiment. It's such a challenge. Gnomes. Little babies at least. Those are pretty funny. Alright. Skeletons on the side. They just completely launched on me. Oh boy. Take care of the skeletons. Don't care what you say, crowd. You don't make any difference to the fight. Oh, damn. Oh well. That's what we needed for now. Good enough. A la carte and friends. See how much progress we got for the mace. I should probably quit while I'm ahead here. The arena is pretty much certain death. Almost halfway already, so that's looking good. I hope it's a good mace at the end of the freaking question mace 6. My goodness. Alright. Terror of Blight. Where's the equipment? I don't want to do more combatants because then it could be something different, but I will activate traps. No more. Yeah, I already have a lot of things going against me here. So, we do not need more combatants. I want to have my companion just in case I get sloppy. Switch to that. Actually, I guess I would be fine without my companion. These aren't so bad at all, so... The traps might be difficult. Good luck, she says. +5 fame, that wasn't worth it to let her go, but I didn't know what the reward is, so... This should not be a death sentence. Oh yeah, remove the brimstone, might as well. Since I have the ability. So, it's a death sentence if there's more enemies, different kinds, just because it's blight. The traps shouldn't be as dangerous. Let's find out. You see a lot of traps, so let them come to me. It's probably a good idea. And they're bugged anyway, so yeah, as long as I keep my wits about me, I will not get killed here. Execution Rex with extra. Oh, we see attack. They're not completely senile. Ow. I ran into that one, that was my fault. I don't understand why the audience is so fickle. Yeah, the traps can be really bad when it's stuff all over the place. They just come out of nowhere. See that spike trap? They are absolutely nasty traps. Yeah, when you have a lot of enemies, you have the liches, you have other brimstone, you have certain combination, that is an absolute death sentence pit. But for now, we came out on top. It was on the lower rungs of difficulty. Alright. I don't think there's any more rounds, but we'll find out. Fame and gain, fame and shame. Max life doesn't hurt. I'll also give that in the voting if you want. I'll switch back to the goblin one, but... Alright, the arena champion. That's pretty rare. I mean, it can be really hard. Get the sword. Gladiator's Visage, ready for that one. Raider Prevention. Yeah, Dead Man's Hand, I guess. But I want to use the pistol. This one's not really necessary to win, it's just kind of extra, so... Yeah, we'll get Groban in, I guess. Groban, you couldn't really use the last arena one, that was kind of strange. He's there for the ones you don't need, but the ones you do need, you don't always have the option to bring him in. Alright, defeat Benny, we'll try. To focus on killing them instead of damaging them. That's something you get credit for. Seconds should be enough. All over the bloody place. I'll be back for you. I have 8 seconds. Good enough. Yep, with the right equipment, you can definitely do that one. Life, all the rest, fine enough. Broadcast stable and fine. Hashtag A if you'd like to give me some extra life. 10 raiders. Oh, platinum reward. Just for option. Alright, don't need that. Coming up to the blessing is exciting. Some healing as well, and let me switch back to Dead Man's Hand just in case, and in case we get goblins. Since this is a goblin area. Hretha's wager for 50 gold on a single map. For 20 max life, that's also a good one. And the Dwarven Haggler, here we go for card shuffle, I believe. Oh yeah, first the package. Don't need your health potion. Angel's Feather, or just trade regularly. I would rather have that. Give him these for those, this for that. Is an impressive piece. Alright, almost impossible to fail this, and we have Guardian Angel. Watch that failure. Good. Get that enhanced Guardian Angel. Now I just need the Devil's Horn, which is hard to get based on that one, but we'll see. More goblins. That's okay, Groban. Sit it out. Sit this one out, Groban. Alrighty. Let's take it out, my friends. Thieves and goblins. Oh yeah, it's an ambush, so I can switch to the flintlock anyway. One and a two. Come on, come on. Give me that fiend sword back. And the rest of my resources. Give me your extra resources. Alrighty. That's all we need there. Great. Looking good. Broadcast seems stable. Dead King scales are good. Duplicate card. I'll need for wheel gambits, so let me definitely remember wheel gambits. Ogres is nice. Fire is very situational, but the bleed bash is good. Yeah, wheel gambits. I will try to remember to get the Dead King scales on. Let's see what we have here, though. Sacred Ground, I think we'll save that for tomorrow. The interest of active chat, another good fun. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. NFA 2, always a fun time. Hope you enjoyed a good bit of fun there. A la carte tonight. Pick it up from there here shortly. Thanks again for the 9-month resub and for hanging out. Good times here. Bit of extra fun. It is almost 2:30, almost 3 a.m. So let's head out for now and pick it up on the morrow for a fantastic Friday. Shall see what other fun we get up to. Probably Micro Chapter 7, more Hogwarts, Skyrim or such. Marvel Strike Force, want to play it sometime. Oh yeah, I did have a couple things I wanted to just do here at the end. So just try again for that Streamiversary Part 2. Export. Get some other exports here soon. This week's streams, but we'll do that all in one go. So probably best to save that for after tomorrow night. Or before Monday, or probably after Saturday for sure. So maybe after Saturday, since I'll probably be busy Sunday. Figure out other stuff. Shakespeare audition. I'm gonna go look at that off stream now. Let me see and do that second Streamiversary. For whatever reason, it just does not want to export, so can keep trying. Okay, and then I have that other little clips. Want to just send that over, the little what was it, video clip from Jurassic Park. Get those on TikTok, Instagram. That would be J Park Edit. J Park have it for later. What is this? Ah, Michael Jackson. Okay, anyway. It's one where the fan jumps on a little platform with him. Looking good.
Cartilaginous skeleton, filthy skin, fierce aspect, calculating eye, offensive smell, harsh voice, squalid habitation, and terrible venom.
I do like that quote, yeah. Alright. Looking good. Send that on over. Should be set for now, friends. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good bit of fun. Hopefully pretty early tomorrow. I might do some errands and things in the afternoon, but come on, hopefully pretty early evening. Definitely earlier than tonight. Thanks again, Alucard. The nightly sub goal. Good bit of fun. We shall pick it up here shortly. Till tomorrow, you guys. Oh yeah, just loading because the export button. All good for now. Catch you soon then. Gonna be great. Yeah, pretty much all I need for now. The edits, other things. Thanks for hanging out a good bit. Thanks for lurking as well. You know, chance to chat. I appreciate you still lurking. Hanging out. Other good friends. Other good times. Alucard. Champion. Any other friends we have in the viewer list. Thank you for Cavalry Champ. Thank you for 9 months, Alucard. Until tomorrow. Good night.
So long, farewell, our readers, and good night.
See you soon.